like to show a quick video. This is test number 6, so that means I broke at least 6 tool bits of the Loveless Survivor profile run. It looks like my bit isn't quite cutting well. You can see the material is burring up real bad. This is only a 2-flute high-speed steel pen mill. That's all I got left. We'll see how long it lasts. So, if you're wondering what the Loveless Survivor looks like, this is prototype. Run number 1, I ran 5. I had a local water jet place cut them up for me so I could grind them and gun coat them black. This one's not sharpened yet. Let's see if you can see the edge. It's down to about 20 thou on the edge. But this is getting cord wrapped, and then a piece of fire steel will get put in the handle either here or here. I haven't decided yet, but it'll get woven in there. So it'll be a survival knife. You'll have your fire starter in the handle, which isn't readily accessible for daily use, but if you find yourself in a situation, you got it with you and you know it's always going to be with your knife. So that's why I kind of designed it there. I may or may not take the center pillar out to accommodate the fire steel, but these are going to retail for $140, and hopefully I'll get them in Cabela's and Sportsman's and Bass Pro. So, Loveless Survivor. The handle is 5 inches from here to here, and the blade is 4 inches. I call it the Loveless Survivor because it's kind of the Loveless style drop point, what I designed it after. And the name Loveless Survivor kind of sounds pretty cool. So, well, this is the longest run on a tool bit I've gotten out so far. Normally they break about that far in. As soon as they come around this, and they seem to break. But the first few, you can kind of see, it didn't dawn on me, but when I hot cut them, that end of the bar right here hardened. So as soon as my tool bit would hit that, even the carbide bits would just break. So you can see right there where it pretty much gave up the ghost. So I ran these through the forge to at least normalize them. We'll see how they do. I still got to run them through the surface grinder and clean them up. This one I ran through the surface grinder, and see that bit didn't last too long. It started climbing on me and doing some nasty stuff. So let's see how this one looks. Let her run. Well, looks like it survived almost all the way through the second pass. See if I can't get the finish looking. Kind of see it. You can kind of see the finish. Got a lot of burr on it, but that might be just because it's a 2-flute, not a 4-flute. Should be doing it with a 4-flute, but living in Alaska, you can't exactly go down to the store and get yourself machining tools, so looking pretty good so far. Well, that tool bit lasted all the way through there, all the way through here, and broke right there. So it almost made it 3/4 of the way through the handle part. We're making progress, albeit slow. making some nice chips. So after burning up a lot of end mills, I finally ordered some carbide 4-flute coated end mills from Lakeshore Carbide, and with a lot of help from John Grimsmo, I've been dialing it in a little bit. This is pretty much as far as I've gotten ever on a tool bit. Here's a tool bit I ordered. It's a 4-flute coated carbide end mill from Lakeshore Carbide. So G-Wizard said basically I get 6/10 flex at 94 thou pass at 3,000 RPM. Got a little bit of chatter on the one end, but other than that, it's cutting pretty darn good. Nice and fast too. Hopefully I clear my clamp. Always makes me nervous. Kind of see we're looking pretty good. I was lucky enough when I went over to Alaska Industrial Hardware to find some bandsaw cutting fluid. This is a water-based fluid, and it's working really dang good. I mixed up 2.5 gallons worth, so I mixed 1 quart of that in, and I'm zigzagging it on the depth feed, so that's why it's going a little bit slow, because it's plunge cutting to its final depth. But man, that surface finish actually looks pretty darn good. Pretty excited. Thanks again, John Grimsmo, for your several emails. Sometimes it helps just having someone outside of your brain to tell you, hey, this is what you should be doing. You go, oh yeah, duh. Anyway, pretty excited. I'll show you the end product. Well, if you can see, chipped the end mill somewhere in the pocketing phase, so it didn't really like the spiral down action. I'm going to stick with the zigzag ramp stuff. But we managed to finish pocketing the whole thing. Even having half a broken tool, it actually did pretty good. I think it broke somewhere on the end, but you can see the surface finishes are pretty good. Just got to take it out of the fixture. Okay, so this is it straight out of the fixture. As you can see, I need to there's a little flashing left on there. Should break off pretty easy, but I think next time I'm going to adjust my depth down another 20 thou just to zap that off. It hung on in different areas here also. But up here I got the first prototype. That's already done in powder coat, and the first one on the mill. They look almost identical. Pretty good.